Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the HighLevel Release Radar. Brand new show. This is our second episode, and I'm so excited to be joined by Reshma Chris. She is the product manager for several of the products and feature sets that I'm sure you all have come to love, including prospecting tool, reputation management, Yext, and WordPress, which is what we're going to talk about today. Reshma, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, and hey everyone.
I'm excited to talk to you because yesterday a release went out and I feel like it went under the radar a little bit, but when I saw it, I knew it was a huge deal. So let's take a step back. You can host WordPress websites in HighLevel, and I can't even remember when that originally launched. Do you remember?
I think it was around a year and a half before, somewhere around 2022 when we went for general availability. We went on beta, and then we made it live somewhere around last level update. Yeah.
Great. So last level up day, we're coming up on this year's level up. So about a year ago, and I've just been blown away at how fast you guys, that team has been able to reach parity, right? WordPress hosting, there are a lot of other companies that do it really well. And so in my mind, I was like, wow, that's going to be really hard to compete. But the team has been able to build in the features so fast. And I feel like now with the release that went out yesterday, which was phpMyAdmin, I feel like that was a feature that a lot of people were waiting for, right? When we did a WordPress webinar a few months ago, there was lots of comments of like, is there phpMyAdmin? And so talk about that. First of all, what is phpMyAdmin?
So phpMyAdmin is just the free database management of which WordPress users can have. So we have this functionality inside our advanced settings. So users can directly go on, log in into their phpMyAdmin, and they can make any changes to their WordPress database directly. So this is a powerful functionality, and users have to make sure that any changes they make inside this phpMyAdmin will also mess up their site. So it's only for our advanced users. And I guess most of the users that we have in GHL WordPress are very well advanced, and that's why this feature has been requested a lot.
So it's been a long time since I've worked with WordPress websites, but at the agency that I used to run, we did hundreds or if not thousands of WordPress sites. And I personally only had to use phpMyAdmin a few times, but I know the team used it a lot, right? And so you use it for things like if you need to go into the database and change a password because somehow you've locked yourself out or things like that, right? Anytime you need to like directly go and update the database, you can go in through phpMyAdmin.
Yes, you can almost do anything with the part of phpMyAdmin. And that's why we always mention it that you have to be very cautious because you can edit any table forms or values, and you can change basically anything with phpMyAdmin
Does
access.
phpMyAdmin, does the interface still look like it's from the 1980s?
Yeah, unfortunately, it still does look like the same old phpMyAdmin. Yeah.
That's so funny. I used to always, every time I would go in there, I'd be like, wow, why have they not updated the look and feel of this? And it sounds like they still haven't.
Yes, yes, it's still there. Yeah, and it's crazy.
So let's talk about some of the other stuff you guys have already rolled out. You mentioned if you go make a change in phpMyAdmin, you could blow something up. But even if you do that, that's okay, right? Because we take daily backup snapshots.
Yes, yes. So we do take daily backup snapshots, and so far you can see up to last three backups in our GHL WordPress itself, and we are trying to actually increase this number of backups we are giving to the users. And also we are working on the functionality for the users to do manual backups, like whenever they are trying to do major changes to their site, right? They want to do manual backups. So that is also something we are working on. Yes.
Very cool. So for me as an agency owner, it's so convenient to not have to go into a separate place where I have to remember my passwords to log in, to do stuff with WordPress. Now, right in HighLevel, you can go spin up a WordPress install. You can create the users, right? You basically have all that kind of setting functionality right in HighLevel. The daily backups are automated, so you can roll back if you blow something up. And now you have access to phpMyAdmin as well. Are there any other major features that are there already that I'm missing?
I think we also have access to theme and plugin management directly inside our system. Apart from that, we have user management, backup, and restore. And also we have FTP access. Yeah, that is one
Right,
more.
FTP, that's another big one. that I know is kind of critical for folks that are managing WordPress sites. We also have the import plugin, right? Which is fantastic. So if you want to migrate a WordPress site from wherever it's being hosted into HighLevel hosting, you just install a plugin and then run it, right?
Yes, that's it. And you can import any site directly into a GHL WordPress within, say, under 10 minutes. Yeah.
So cool. So what's on the roadmap? What are you excited about that's going to come to WordPress hosting in HighLevel?
Okay, so one major feature which we'll be rolling out in like next week or so is access to staging environment. This has been requested a lot, and people were like, they want to make changes in their staging environment and not directly make changes in their production environment. So this is something we are working on, and it will be out in a couple of weeks or so. So staging environment is our number one feature which we're working on. And the second one is the analytics part. So the GHL WordPress right now that we have is currently lacking the site analytics, the visitor analytics, to say how many users are visiting, from which IP address, from which countries, from which browsers, and what are all the error codes which we are getting, what are all the cache status. So all these analytics part will also be inbuilt within the GHL WordPress itself. So users can have a great insight on how is their site, what is their bandwidth usage, what is their CDN usage, what kind of visitors are visiting our website. So all these kind of things will be inbuilt in our analytics dashboard itself. So these are the two major items which we are working on. And further down the line, I don't want to give much hopes, but one thing which the users have always asked is multiple installs for WordPress. So that is also something that we are working on down the line. Yeah.
Very cool. I love the staging site. That, again, is another big one that if you build a lot of WordPress sites is pretty crucial to you. So it sounds like by the time this airs, we're only a few weeks away from that going live as well, which is fantastic. So I think, again, we're basically right there as far as parity. And then I think we should definitely talk about price, right? So you can just spin up an individual WordPress install, and that costs $10 a month, which you can then mark up and rebill to the customer. But we're currently still doing the bulk unlimited promotion, right? Like, I don't think we'll do this forever, but right now, how much does it cost? And you can just have unlimited amount of installs?
Yes. So we have two plans, unlimited, which is first one is unlimited monthly, which we have for $350 per month, unlimited sites, of course. And for yearly, we have for $3,500 per year, unlimited sites. Yeah.
3,500 per year. What does that come out to per month? Do you know? I'm terrible at mental math, whatever that is. It's got to be less than 350 a month. But I think, so basically you're getting 2 months for free. Awesome. So hopefully, if you're watching this and you're sitting on a lot of WordPress sites that you're hosting, I would definitely encourage you to think about bringing them over, especially at $350 a month. If your hosting bill is above that, and I know ours back at the old agency was way above that, you could save a ton of cash, import them over. We've got the importer tool. Now we've got PHP MyAdmin for you, FTP, and there's just a couple of kind of core features that are coming in the next couple of weeks. And then I think we're really off to the races with this.
Yes. I think we are very excited for the upcoming updates for WordPress. Yeah. So we'll keep you updated on that.
Fantastic. Well, we'll bring you back on the show, Reshma, when we have new WordPress announcements to go over. But thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, sure, Chase. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you in the next one.